So I was hovering over her, she was on her back and my ass was up in the air. I was just getting ready to finally do it and I started to notice a faint smell of shit go through the air. I swear I got so damn embarrassed. Hey, how y'all doing? Right before we start, I just want to say thanks so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did making it, but without further ado, let's get right into it.
The end of the road, oh yeah, this is it. Had to grow up, I can't be a kid. Had to show I'm not the one to diss.
Alright, so just for a little bit of background info, this was during the summertime and I was actually in a relationship with this girl. We're just gonna call her Jenna just for confidentiality reasons. Alright, so as we get into the story, I want you to feel completely immersed into it and feel like you actually lived it just the same as I did. So if you want to picture someone you actually know to help you visualize what's happening, then this is gonna feel a lot more lively. Alright, so as I said before, this was during summertime, so I wasn't even really doing nothing. I was just playing games, eating, chilling, and texting the girl I had at the time. So as we were texting, she told me she's home alone, but not for long. So I said, alright, bet then. So I got ready to go, but right as I was about to leave, I realized, damn, I gotta take a shit. So I did that real quick, and then I rushed over to her. Keep that part in mind because it plays a pretty big part in the story a little bit later. So when I actually got there, I found out she wasn't completely home alone. Her brother, who hated me and probably still does, he was there. She had hella cameras and a loud ass guard dog. I'm not even gonna lie, when I heard all those things were there, I was having a lot of doubts about still doing it. But I told myself we only live once and just did it anyway. So once she met me outside, we decided we needed an actual plan to get into her house because it was very well protected just to stop all the little sneaky things we were always trying to do. This plan needed to be 100% perfect or we probably never ever see each other again. So we needed a way to get all the way upstairs, past her brother's room, past all the cameras, and a way to keep the dog from barking. So as I actually got into the house, I swear I felt like the main character of a whole new spy movie. It was the most intense, blood-rushing thing that I've ever experienced, even to this day. The plan wasn't actually too complex itself, but it worked perfectly, and we got right into her room. Alright, so now we're in the room, and I don't want to get too specific with all the details, but I'm going to try and get my point across in the most simplistic way possible. The most kid-friendly way I can put this is that little kids game, heads, chest, legs, toes, something like that, I don't know. So yeah, we did that, but just without the toes, because I ain't about all that. So as we got into the main course, I'm not even gonna lie, I had some real performance anxiety. I was thinking to myself, like, what if little John down there don't want to stand up? What if I just really can't perform? See, I mean, as you read in the title, I was a virgin at the time, so I really just did not know what to do. But maybe I still am, who knows? So as I start to undress and she's doing the same, she actually puts a blanket over her area and I was pretty confused about it, I'm not even gonna lie. But she just told me she was just a little bit insecure down there, so I just brushed it off. I mean, like, the me now understands what it was, because, like, I know girls got innies and outies down there, but I hear people be calling them Arby's beef sandwiches, so, like, she probably just had an outie and was a little bit insecure about it. Alright, so y'all remember earlier when I said I was rushing to get ready, right? Yeah, so this is where that comes in. So I was hovering over her, she was on her back, and my ass was up in the air. I was just getting ready to finally do it, and I started to notice a faint smell of shit go through the air. I swear I got so damn embarrassed. So yeah, to this day, I still don't really know if she was able to smell it. I mean, like, realistically, she probably did, but she wasn't really making any faces and has never talked about it since. Okay, so let's go back to the title and let me tell you about how I almost lost my virginity instead of it actually being taken. Alright, so as I said before about her putting a blanket over herself, it was already extremely hard to find where to put it, but that wasn't even really the main issue. So after I was done fumbling around for a little bit, I eventually found it and I was finally ready for that whole grand moment of my passage into manhood. But as I was right there, I tried and tried again, but it just would not fit in. It was like I was hitting a brick wall. I mean, I kept trying to the point where we both literally saw it start bending. And I mean, like, I was so confused because I knew that my sword was the right size for the sheath. So I said like a whole year went by and I eventually heard from her that the whole time she was actually just clenching it so it wouldn't go in. And to this day, she still hasn't said why she did it, even after going through all that trouble. But you know, the past is the past, so I just moved on from there. So back to the story, this is when it really got intense. So pretty much she got a text from her mom and it was an automated D&D driving message. This is when our fight or flight mode really kicked in because we knew that she was not far at all. And if she caught us, then we were completely done. So yeah, when I saw that message, I threw my clothes on, quietly but fast, dashed through the hallway, past her brother's room, got downstairs, avoided all the cameras while she distracted the dog. So we finally got to the garage, and as she was opening it, her brother's footsteps were stomping down the stairs because he was trying to see what the hell was going on. And literally right as I was about to get caught, the garage fully opened and I sprinted down the neighborhood as fast as I humanly could and completely left the scene without getting caught at all. That one D&D message literally saved our whole relationship, because if we were to get caught when she pulled in the garage, I would literally have no escape and that'd be the last time I'd ever hear from them. So I eventually walked home and I got my dirty ass right in that shower and learned a good lesson from that day. Now, I'm no Socrates or anything, but I just know that if I ever have another sneaky link, I'm definitely giving myself a nice thorough shower. Alright, well that just about wraps up the video for today. If you enjoyed it in any way and would like to see more, then I'd really appreciate a sub or follow on Instagram. This has been Milo, thanks so much for sticking around, and I'll catch you later.
Like you been here from day one. Graduated from a sim, turned into a big boss. Now she see me getting rich, cause I'm about to take off. Yeah, my life is like a movie, this is only take one. Yeah, and I ain't got no time for no one with fake love. Real love.